We just kind of wing it every week.
I know, I like
Here.
that.
Like
I'm excited that there are 5 of us on this morning.
I know it's almost like a little microcosm of what's happening in our world right now. We're able to be together a little bit more each and every week. So we're excited.
Taking advantage of it.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Well, happy Friday, guys.
Yay, we made
Friday.
I know. So before we introduce our awesome guest, I know a lot of you guys watching know this little lady sitting next to me. This is Lana. She's on our team.
Hi, y'all.
And this is her debut, other than delivering the Cope & Co bag that one time.
Yes, that's right.
That was pretty good. But we're really excited to be here this morning. And Mary Cheatham, if you want to take it away and introduce our awesome 2 guests. Go.
I would love to. Thank you so much. So I'd like to start by saying that, Lana is joining us today because Lana and Meg are our in-house MCKRE event organizers. They put on all of our team events that we do. They're planning a really cool one coming up for our team in a couple of weeks. And so we thought it would be really fun to have them on with these 2 ladies who are actual incredible outside event organizers. And so to give you a little bit of background, right? And I should tell you guys that we actually affectionately refer to these lovely ladies as Phyllis and Angela on our team. If you guys are office fans, these are our Phyllis and Angela. They're our party planning committee. So anyway, we have Phyllis and Angela here today, along with Kelsey Baker and Jessica Horton. And so the background here, guys, is I'm sure that you are familiar with Celebration Cottage, which has been kind of a staple in our community as a wedding venue. It's this beautiful oceanfront house, incredible location. It's just gorgeous. If you've ever been to an event there, then I know you can appreciate that. But what has happened is that Jessica and her mom, Anita, have purchased Celebration Cottage and they're rebranding it as the Cottage. And what they've done is really incredible and so exciting for those of us who live in Carteret County or visit here, because they're creating kind of a multi-purpose space that is now going to be accessible to those of us who aren't necessarily a bride or attending a wedding. So we have Jessica here today to tell us about it. And we also have venue manager Kelsey Baker, who I'm sure a lot of you guys know from around town, just somebody who always takes great care of you. So we've got Jessica and Kelsey here. And so Jessica, we'd love to hear a little bit about, what is your vision behind the Cottage and kind of rebranding it and turning it into something that's accessible to all of us?
Yeah, you hit on it. So it used to be, as you said, a wedding venue before. Great space over there. Our whole purpose behind rebranding it was to really turn it in more of a multi-purpose building as well as a small ticketed music venue. I've ever since I've seen the property, I've kind of got background right up down the street from it, but it's been great to kind of just sit in the space and visualize and see all the potential that's there. I think before they did such a great job of doing weddings there, but I just see so much more there, from us being able to do corporate events and retreats and private parties to anything from private luncheons or dinners or family reunions. There's the other side that we've really, with it turning into a multi-purpose building, but also into ticketed venue, us being able to do our own events on site. So having live music and entertainment and doing things like comedy shows and community ticket events or activities. So whether it's like a fitness class that we do on site, or if it's partnering up with the local breweries and doing a beer festival on site, stuff like that, something that drives people within the community to come around. And again, all of us in the community to come be together is really what it was kind of built for and what it was about. The exciting thing that I don't think a lot of people know is that the Cottage is actually the only private oceanfront venue on the entire coast of North Carolina. Crazy. Believe it or not. I know that's a crazy thing to wrap your brain around.
That really is. Yeah.
But it's a huge thing that I think has been in our backyard that we've never been able to tap into the fullest potential there. And, when it came up on the market, I remember my mom, Anita, calling me and say, Jess, I think that we're supposed to buy it. I think God's saying that we should get it. And I was right there with her as soon as she said it of, hey, what if we turn this into doing more than just weddings, what they've done in the past? Crazy enough, out of the 12 years that I've done live events, I've actually never really done weddings. So, being able to still do weddings, but also bring to the table all the things that I've had my background in the past, 12 years with live events it's exciting. I think it's great for the community. It's something for not just Atlantic Beach, but really the whole Crystal Coast to get behind. Back in the day, there used to be places like Sportsman's Pier, ironically enough, that sat on where the Cottage sits today, but also back in the day when the Circle was a big popular place. Like, those were the old gathering places. Those are where my grandparents and my parents went and hung out on the weekends. So I'm excited for the fact that the Cottage can now be that new location. It's something great for us to kind of bridge the gap of bringing together all the communities. As you know, it's very generational out there, which is what I love most about the Crystal Coast area, is that, it's generations from my parents and grandparents people who've just been coming there for decades. So
there's so much history. To your point, there's so much history, and it's great to get everybody involved in that. I'm so excited I can't wait. I'm so excited about it. So Kelsey, tell us a little bit about your role and what you love about it.
Yeah, so I'm the venue manager. I'm super excited. As a lot of people know, I was here under old ownership, and like Jessica said, there was so many things that we did here and we did well, but I'm really excited for the fresh perspective on being able to utilize the space for different types of events. I started as a dishwasher in the restaurant industry, so to now be venue manager is like,
cool. I didn't know that.
That's awesome.
Go girl.
Yeah. So, and I mean, Jessica and Anita, and how well we've just clicked right off the bat, and the culture that we're starting to breed and create within the three of us, and then with our partners, and just talking to people in the grocery store about what we're doing. It's so easy to be excited, stay excited. And I just know that big things are coming for all of us. So that's a really cool feeling to wake up with every day.
That's really neat. And I have two takeaways so far that I would love to share with you guys. Number one, think about, like, I can't even wrap my head around like how excited I would be to park or get dropped off or something at the Cottage and be able to go listen to live music on the ocean. Think about like how exciting that's going to be. That's really cool.
What better time than now?
Yes.
So the great thing about music is that it creates community, and it's that point for us to come together, which, I mean, exactly to your point of what you said, what better time? And can you imagine seeing one of these up and coming new artists that you would never expect to see on an oceanfront? I mean, talk about a cool experience in itself.
Yeah. That's really cool. I'm excited about that.
Yeah. And so speaking of that, guys, we've heard it that you guys have a big event coming up on May 1st. What can y'all tell us about that?
Yeah, so our grand opening is going to be May 1st from 2 to 6. We just announced, 2 weeks ago, Kelsey, maybe? So tickets are on sale, and we've still got them available. So excited. We really worked hard when we built the business model to invite our neighbors and local businesses to be a part of our building and just a part of our brand and bringing them in-house. So a lot of our partners and vendors are going to be on site, represented. We're going to be able to we're having tastings on site anything from live music to the catering to walk through experiences to where you're kind of able to sit in the space and just visualize things that could happen here. We don't only just have the Cottage itself, we actually also have a lot next door, which is a 5,700 square foot lot as well. So by buying both of those, we're able to just open up and do more things than just have things at the Cottage, whether it's outside events or whatnot. So yeah, we're excited. Grand opening is right around the corner for us. There's a lot of buzz. There's a lot of excitement, and
we'll be there. We can't wait. And we'll post the link in the comments if anyone watching is interested in attending as well.
Yeah. And so, and I remember looking at it. I mean, I know y'all have a beautiful website. So if anyone wants to check that out, they can go to the website, but the tickets are really inexpensive. They're very accessible, right? Is it $5 for a ticket? Is that right?
Yeah, we did it really, really low just because we wanted the community to come. We wanted it to be like an open house just so they walk through the space. We've given the building a facelift, so it feels really like our own now, from fresh paint jobs to new shiplap that we've done on the inside, all the decorations and interior design that Anita's done. I'm excited for people to see it. I'm excited for people just to sit in the space and also kind of have a little teaser and taste of all the things that can happen at the cottage.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be so awesome. I think that's gonna be so incredible.
I do too.
So yeah, so guys, what makes you most proud, each one of you, to own and run a business in Carteret County?
Jessica, I'll let you start.
Sorry, Kelsey, didn't know if you were
No,
sure.
that's okay.
So, yeah, I'm really proud, honestly, about the business model that we've created. I think a lot of it's around what the community is there, and that's people who love serving and caring for others. You know, our entire brand was built on the word experience, and us being an experience-focused venue is really driving core values, and that's creating memorable experiences, serving and caring for others, impacting our community, and being a light. And I think that's a lot of what Carteret County and the Crystal Coast is in itself. So I'm excited to just be a part of that. You know, I've worked in entertainment for 12 years, and it's something I'm really passionate about. And, you know, I've been coming to Atlanta Beach ever since I was a little girl. So 30 years I've been coming there just with my family, but we've had roots planted there in the past 50 years. So to kind of bring a passion of mine to a place I love very deeply, and it's really rooted in my heart. That's exciting. You know, we've put a lot of thought and heart into what we've done, from the brand we've created and the culture that we want to create here and what we want to be known for. So I'm most proud about that. I'm really proud about the opportunity that, you know, for me growing up, coming out at that beach, I really wanted people to fall in love with the Crystal Coast and see it through the eyes of how I have grown up.
Right.
There's so much beauty and charm to all the little beach towns that are around the Crystal Coast, and they all have their own different personalities.
They sure do. Yeah.
And I think that's something that needs to be highlighted. Like, the Crystal Coast is such a hidden gem. So I want people to be able to experience it and see it through the way that I was fortunate enough growing up to see and fall in love with the area. So
That's
we really
awesome.
invited our partners in-house. And like I mentioned earlier, we've got about 15 to 20 partnerships within just a few months that we've already created. Again, to kind of set that presence of the culture and what we want to be known for. We want people to walk away remembering us and our staff and our partners by how we made them feel. That's kind of an easy thing when you think about it with the Crystal Coast community. A lot of people are like that. It's a very welcoming community that has its own little charm to it. So, you know, I'm really proud about that. I'm proud of what we've created with it. And just like we've had so much support from locals too, who are excited about it, who've said, hey, we have a need for this. You know, the closest venue is in Raleigh, which is 2 hours away. So to kind of now be like a hub for artists to kind of route through, whether they're playing Charlotte to Raleigh, Atlantic Beach, and going north to Norfolk or down to Charleston. It's a perfect location to kind of put us on the maps for song.
It is. I think it's going to be so well received, Jessica. I think it's going to be so well received. Kelsey, how about you? Tell us what are you most proud of to be running this incredible space?
Yeah, I mean, I think that she really summed it up. But what I have to say is, you know, I came to the Crystal Coast 5 years ago after visiting for a lot of years, and I feel like that's so many people's story, is that they started visiting and fell in love and made living here happen. And I have to say, when I first moved here, as life goes, things did not work out how I thought that they were going to. And I had a really tough time the first couple months that I lived here, but the community swooped in. They helped me. And so to now be able to be a part of this team that Jessica and Anita are building, and be able to go back to those restaurants that I've worked at and those people that I've sat at the back porch of Crew and talked with over the past 5 years and have created friendships and family, to be able to go to them and say, I have this cool opportunity for all of us. Come on board the train. We're making things happen. That's what I'm most proud of, to be a part of that family and to be able to just give all of us that growth and opportunity. So,
you know, if I could add to that too, Kelsey, you know, Kelsey and I talk about it all the time, is, you know, it's not about coming and bringing something new to disrupt the neighborhood. It's something about honoring for us that was really big of why Anita and I decided to purchase it, and the culture we wanted to create was to really honor and respect past traditions of what this area is known for, and it is, but also introducing new experiences to people, you know?
That's
That-
wonderful.
That's awesome. I relate to all of that. Just not being from here, but being welcomed here, and now finding something that I love doing here. I think what you guys say is kind of relevant for a lot of folks. That's awesome. Well, I think that was a cherry on top of a really awesome conversation. I feel inspired, and I feel that we're really lucky to have folks like you who are kind of creating and elongating that legacy that's already there. So thank you guys. I mean, you guys are clearly so passionate about what you're
it's
doing,
awesome to see.
and it shows. Yeah,
Mhm.
really, really awesome. So thank you guys for your time. We can't wait to see you on May 1st, and we will post the link in the comments next to this. Y'all have a good weekend. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks,
guys.
guys. Thanks for being here.
And
Man,
yay.
Meg, that was
So
awesome.
good.
That was great.
I
I'm
feel
glad
so
you're here.
I know. I'm so
Yay,
glad you're
yay.
here too. So MC, while we wrap up, what is saving your life right now?
You know, I think that what's saving my life, I got to spend some time last week with my family, with my parents and my sister and her husband and my little nieces who are so cute and sweet. And it just was, it really filled my cup to have some time kind of to do that. And then also, y'all, is there anything better than kind of leaving town for a little while and then being excited to come home?
Yeah.
It's just the best feeling, right? To be happy to go and happy to come back. So really just great. And I'm just so happy, like you were saying at the beginning of this, that now that everyone's, vaccinated or getting there, it's been really nice to have greater mobility and be able to see folks. And, it's just, everything feels fresh and new and exciting. How about you guys?
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
You go for it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was just going to kind of go off of that and just excited to start planning events again.
Yeah.
It's
Phyllis and Angela back in action.
We're back.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. And I'm excited. We need to make sure that we post pictures from our upcoming events. So, because now that we can finally have them again, so that folks can see what Phyllis and Angela do.
We're really excited. And we always get fired up when we talk about, of course, planning events and the little details, but also thinking about our team members and how they're gonna react when they see this thing or when they see that thing or what they're gonna think afterwards, or if they felt loved, or I think that's the best part of it all.
Well, and it shows. It absolutely shows. I love today, y'all, in our team meeting, our events in 2 weeks, and today in our team meeting, they had this little invitation that had a bunch of clues about what was going to be going on. So
don't say anything.
It's always a surprise.
I won't. Y'all should have told me. I shouldn't know. I'm a liability. Y'all know I'm a liability. Well, Meg, what's saving your life?
Same thing. I mean, just being able to plan things and kind of get fired up over the event side of things again is really exciting, because it's been a long time coming. 52 weeks at this point.
Yeah. And I'm so excited for these ladies about the cottage. It was amazing. I mean, their excitement about it really was infectious, and I'm super pumped to be able to go there and participate in the events. I mean, of course, we've all been there before for different planned events, but be able to go to something that they put on and pull together, I know it's going to be incredible.
Me too.
And what a beautiful space and an incredible location.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Well, MC, yay for events. That's the overall thing here, right? Is yay for being together, right? So I mean, of course, still being, responsible and careful. Yeah. Absolutely. But just to have a little bit of a greater ability to be around people.
Light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, that's for sure.
That's right.
Mary Cheatham, have a wonderful weekend. Speaking of light, hopefully it's sunny. I haven't looked at the forecast, but hope you have a great one, and we'll see you on Monday.
You guys too. Thanks, y'all.
Bye.